know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Cellars is the monthly wine club that matches you with wine that you'll love. Get started by taking the Taste Palette quiz to see your personalized matches. Now, Bright Cellars matches you with wines from all over the world, curated to your taste buds. They are focused on finding unique hidden gems from small vineyards all over the world. And with hundreds of private label wines, you'll be able to try a new wine you've never tasted before. All you need to do is take their 7-question quiz so they can gather your taste preferences and deliver wines you're guaranteed to love. Each box is completely unique to your taste palette, meaning no box is ever the same. Each box comes with wine education cards for each bottle that outline the tasting notes, suggested pairings, best serving temperatures, and its origins. Wine wisdom cards help show you how to store and open your wine, keeping it tasting fresh for longer. Now, all SweetPeaDiaries viewers will get 60% off your first purchase by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks again to Bright Cellars Wines for sponsoring this video. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, who we got up with us tonight? I know it's 12 a.m. somewhere. It is 12 a.m. here where I'm at. And I know we don't have a lot of people here because y'all been waiting all night. So we got Cocoa Butter Barbie, my moderator. We got Monica Raina, my moderator. We got Maya, Makeup Lover. We got It's Nikki, Not Nikki, my moderator. Life with the Leonard Family Swirl Gang. Hey, 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 y'all. Now, I'm very proud of the moderators, okay? They hung around. They stuck it out, and I appreciate you, all right? And I appreciate everyone that stuck it out, okay? It took me a while because I had a long day. As you can see, thank you so much. Oh my God, I love your knotless braids. I just put some in my hair too. About to take mine down. I just got these done. So yeah, it took me a minute to get all of my slides together and get all of my tea together. So I thank you guys for hanging out. We got a jam-packed show tonight. Of course, we have our topics. We're talking about Joseline. I told you guys earlier I was going to cover that because I'm just not feeling Zeus and Joseline and ballistic down there to the Joselines Cabaret. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Wendy Williams. Looks like she may be making a comeback. Jussie Smollett, they don't let him out of jail, talking about a compromised immune system. And we all, kind of know what that means when someone alleges compromised immune system. It could be a lot of things, but we're going to talk about that. Of course, we got our scanogram. And how about Kanye talking about he want to take the kids to Mars? Okay, he wants to go out to outer space with Elon Musk, him and his children. So he wants to take the kids from Kim, and he wants to head on out to outer space. And we're going to be talking about Kris Jenner. There's an autobiography. Apparently, some people's done wrote a book, or they doing some type of series. I don't know. But they are saying that Kim, she gets her drive from her mama because her mama grew up in an abusive, alcoholic father household. So this is where she gets her drive and her, drive to be so successful. I told y'all last week, usually when someone is broke, they grow up broke. They'll do anything for money, okay? And once they get it, they ain't going back. So we're going to be talking about that. And, of course, our scan the gram. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Mr. Kanye West. Now, you guys let me know if you guys can hear. If you can hear, if it's sounding like an echo, let me know, okay? All right. Mr. Kanye West. Now, it seems that despite Kim Kardashian being declared legally single, Kanye continues his battle with his ex-wife on another front, custody of their children. After being banned from Instagram, Kanye has allegedly been talking to friends and sources with close ties to the news media about how he wants to fight for full custody of their full children. Kanye believes that he'd be a much better parent than Kim, who is never around. Kanye has been telling his friends that he would make a better parent since he alleges that Kim always leaves the kids with the nannies. Now, Kanye wants to go for full custody of the children. A source told The Sun magazine says people close to him were pretty shocked and have been trying to persuade him not to do this. But he is adamant that he wants the kids full time. He believes Kim is away a lot, working and spending time with Pete, and that he'd be a better parent. However, these same people worry that the months and months of abuse and harassment and threats from Kanye's end might not help him too much in court. In fact, they'd probably only hurt him. Now, despite what Kanye has done, he still believes that he would be granted full custody. He also reportedly has a lot of issues with Kim's current parenting style. Now, the same insider continued saying he thinks she gives the kids whatever they want and that they're growing up spoiled. But everyone close to Kim knows she is a devoted mother to her children. Of course, the children spend time with the nannies, this source said, but she's a working mother, so who else would they spend time with? Now, Kim wants to co-parent with Kanye as much as possible and does not want to cut Kanye out of the kids' lives. However, Kanye seems to have other plans since he's fighting for full custody of four of their children, all four of their children. Now, Kanye wants to take the kids to outer space with Elon Musk. A source exclusively revealed a conversation between Kanye and Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla, where they discussed a potential trip into space. Kanye and Elon have talked about going on a space flight together, the source said, but there has not been discussions on an exact date or an exact time that they're going to do it. They're friends and they talk about everything, but they don't have set plans to go together, although the discussion has been had. Now, this all comes after news of Pete Davidson's flight mission with Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin. That was delayed and Davidson pulled out. However, the source claims that this isn't an attempt to compete with Pete, but something he simply wants to do and stand out and be unique. The source said that Kanye would want to perform or do something completely out of the box if he went to space, like a listening party in space. He also would like to add his kids to the potential trip, the insider continued. He wants to make it as unique as possible and not have to just be a 10-minute flight. It wouldn't be about competition with Pete. Now, Kim reportedly toyed with the idea of going to space in the past as well, but she's much less interested in the prospect than Kanye and Pete. The source says, although Kim thinks it would be lots of fun to go into space, as a mother, she is choosing not to because she's very superstitious and would never want anything to go wrong. Now, it's unknown how a judge would feel about space travel as an argument for or against custody, but harassment and abuse are likely to end up on the table way before Musk and Bezos would even have a chance to take the rapper to space. Now, come on, Kanye West. Now, I told you these celebrities are out of their minds, okay? Now, we know why they are talking about this space thing. I'm telling you, these celebrities think that they are going, especially these rich people, not even just celebrities, but rich people in general. They think that they have all this money, and with the world coming to an end, they think they're going to jump in a spaceship and leave us all here. That's what they think they're going to do. Y'all know that you know, when them trumpets sound and it's the end of the days, the rich and the famous are going to be trying to jump in spaceships, and they're going to be trying to leave us poor people behind. So Kanye and, you know, Jeff and Elon and them, they are making plans. Mark my words. These people think they're going to jump in spaceships and leave the poor peoples. Now, you watch this. This is not, y'all be kikiing and laughing at this, okay? But I'm dead serious. These people think that they're going to go to Mars and they're going to start a whole nother goddamn colony, all right? But they're not going to be able to escape the wrath. When it's coming and it's our time, unfortunately, it's not going to be nothing we can do to escape. You can run, but your ass can't hide, okay? You can't hide from destiny, right? You can't hide from prophecy. Don't get me up here preaching now, y'all. Now, Wendy Williams was photographed in a Newark airport waiting to board her flight to South Florida, where she's been living since her departure from TV. Now, Wendy Williams caught a flight from New Jersey to Florida shortly after she addressed her talk show's cancellation. The longtime TV host was pictured in Newark Airport on Thursday night, March 17th. In these photos obtained by TMZ, Wendy can be seen waiting with her 21-year-old son, Kevin, in the terminal before the pair flew to Miami. Now, Wendy, who has been battling health issues that have kept her off of TV for 6 months, reportedly held her son's arm as he helped her through the airport. Now, Wendy didn't exactly dress incognito at the airport. She traveled in a bright yellow jacket, black leggings, and a pair of puffy boots. She also sported a New York Yankees baseball cap and glasses, and she traveled with several luxury Louis Vuitton bags. Now, Wendy didn't use a wheelchair to get around the airport, which actually signals an improvement in her health. Now, the last few times we saw Wendy walking around, she wasn't looking too good, but the people's is saying that she didn't need a wheelchair, she didn't need a cane or nothing like that, so it might appear that Wendy is on the mend. Now, after landing in Miami, Wendy reportedly briefly chatted with the fan about her TV return. She explained that she's in the process of getting her show back and working things out with her money, according to TMZ. That's in line with Wendy's comments on her Good Morning America interview, which aired the morning of her flight. It was the first time she's discussed her career since the news broke that Wendy Williams' show would be replaced with Sherri Shepherd's new show, Sherri. Now, on GMA, Wendy assured viewers that her health is very well. She also said that she's very comfortable with the idea of coming back to work on her talk show again. She said, "Give me about 3 months. There are private things that I have to deal with, and then I'll be ready to come back and be free and ready to do my thing. Keep watching because I'm going to be back on the Wendy show, bigger and brighter than ever." How you doing? Now, Wendy's been absent from her show for all of season 13, which premiered in October of 2021, and she had rotating guest hosts. Along with health issues, she's also locked in a legal battle with Wells Fargo after her bank accounts were frozen. The bank has accused Wendy Williams of being incapacitated and recommended a temporary hold on disbursement of funds or securities. Now, while also filing a petition for the appointment of a guardian, Wendy, however, fought back against this and said, "I am not incompetent, and y'all are not going to try to take my money from me." All right? I need to know what y'all think about Wendy. Come on, let's just be honest. Let's keep it real. Do we think that Wendy Williams needs to return? Do you believe that Wendy Williams is going to return to her show? How is it that she's going to be able to return if they already have replaced it with Sherry? Now, I need to know this. Is this just Wendy, capping us up? Or is this Wendy being hopeful that she can get her show back? Or is this really something? Is Wendy like, y'all didn't X me out properly. Y'all didn't X me out with my say so. I didn't sign anything. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm coming back. Or would it be with another network? Okay. So I need to know what you guys think about that. Drop it down below. Does she still have a contract with Debmar Mercury? I mean, did they illegally just hand her show off to Sherry? I mean, now it could not be that it's being replaced. It could just be that Sherry's getting a show. Wendy's show is still there. It's just Wendy's not there. So it could be one of those things where Wendy's like, listen, my show is not gone. Sherry has her own show. It is not the Wendy Williams show. But I thought that's what they said. They were replacing Wendy's show. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I mean, it could be giving. Maybe she's getting a podcast. I don't know. But if in any event, it's great to see Wendy walking around, not needing a wheelchair, and back, and looking like herself. In my opinion, I think that Wendy needs to sit down somewhere, retire, and enjoy her money. I don't think that she needs to get back in front of a camera. If she's going to do anything, it should be a podcast or something like a YouTube channel, doing a Facebook watch, something like how Steve Harvey and them do down there to the Facebook, or something like that. And like I said, a podcast. I don't think that she needs to get in front of the camera. I don't think that the Wendy that everyone thinks and we've all grown to love, that old Wendy Williams is gone. She'll never be back again. She's an older woman and we all get old. That's what happens. She's aging. That's what happens. And I don't believe that she's in that Wendy. She don't got that, how you doing? She don't have that spirit anymore. I don't think that it's there. So the Wendy that we've loved, we've grown to love, will not return. It will be another Wendy. It will be a decrepit old Wendy. And I don't think it would be given any shade. It would be teleprompter she'd be reading from. She wouldn't be able to give us any banter, any quick wit. She's old. All right. So Wendy, give it up, girl, and just go on and spend them millions of dollars and go on and enjoy your life, girl. Let it go. Pass it on off. You had a great, run. You will always be Wendy Williams. You'll always be the queen of daytime media. And we give you your flowers. But just bow out gracefully, girl. Just go on. Go ahead now. Go ahead now. Now, Mr. Jussie Smollett. Jussie. Ooh. Jussie Smollett was released from jail Wednesday following 6 nights behind bars after an appeals court agreed with his lawyers that he should be free, pending the appeal of his conviction for lying to police about a racist and homophobic attack. Now, the former Empire actor walked out of the Cook County Jail surrounded by security. He did not comment as he got into an awaiting SUV, but his attorney said that Jussie, who is black and gay, was the target of a racist justice system and people playing politics. Now, his legal team had demanded emergency release because the family shared a threatening call. Jussie Smollett's lawyers wanted the disgraced actor immediately sprung from jail. claiming he and his family are the target of vicious threats, including a phone call that alluded to the notorious case of a sodomized New York City man. Now, Jussie's legal team filed the emergency motion asking the court to postpone his 5-month sentence at the Cook County Jail while they work to appeal his conviction on 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct for lying to the police. The filing argues that Jussie's life is at risk because he's been the target of vicious threats on social media, and the online hate no doubt reflects the hatred and wish for physical harm towards Jussie, which he may experience during incarceration. Now, one of Jussie's siblings has also been bombarded with disturbing phone calls after providing their phone number as the convicted felon's emergency contact when he entered the jail. Now, they said, I hope what they do to that guy in jail, here's what they're going to do, right? They're going to take a broom handle and take that little beep, shove it in there, and he's going to go, eek. A man was heard saying in the call. Come on now. Now, that was a recording that was shared by his team. The man said, and I repeat, I hope what they do to that guy in jail, here's what they're going to do, right? They're going to take a broom handle and take that little beep, shove it in there, and he's going to go, eek. A man was heard saying in the call, per a recording shared by the actor's team. Now, the chilling threat apparently referred to the 1997 case of Abner Luma, who was brutally assaulted by an NYPD cop who used a broomstick to sodomize the Haitian immigrant whose boo-boo hole and bladder were tore all up from that broom handle. Now, Justin Volpe, the disgraced former cop, was sentenced to more than 21 years in prison in '99 for that attack. Now, a spokesperson for the Cook County Sheriff's Office said that Jussie's safety and security is their primary concern and urged the actor's family to report the threatening phone calls to law enforcement. Now, Smollett's attorneys further argued that the fallen star's life is at risk because he has a compromised immune system and could die if he catches COVID-19 behind bars. They included an affidavit signed by a doctor to bolster the claim, but it didn't specify which health concerns that Jussie suffers from. Now, the Cook County Sheriff's Office said the jail currently has 15 positive COVID cases in a population of about 6,100 inmates. Now, the jail, which has been recognized in studies by the CDC as a leader among facilities in the fight against the 19, continues to employ the strategies that have proven successful in combating the spread of the disease. So they said that they've been vaccinating people, they've been testing people, the staff, the individuals, when they find people have it, they quarantine and they do the isolation protocol. So they said everything's in place. He could stay. He don't got to go. But they like, listen, his immune system is compromised. We want him out of here. Not to mention they trying to put the broomstick up their butt. Now, what I need to know, if he was able to orchestrate this, crime that so-called happened, is given, look like they trying to orchestrate, now the family is trying to orchestrate another crime. A phone call, honey, alleging some shit that happened in 97 to some in a whole nother state, NYC. You down there in Cook County. And this allegedly, well, not allegedly, but this happened in New York. Like, why would they be referencing some shit that happened in New York? Come on, it sounds like a hoax. Another hoax. Jussie and them Smolletts. Now, the jail, they let him out. As a result, any custodial setting poses a safety and health danger to the life of Mr. Smollett, his attorney said. Now, Smollett was freed. His family claimed he's being held in the jail psych ward for no reason. He's not suicidal. He did not need to be there. The Cook County Sheriff's Office countered that a judge ordered Smollett to be housed in protective custody and is currently in a location frequently utilized for individuals requiring a high level of supervision and care for mental health needs. So before they let him out, they had him in protective custody because that's where the judge said he should be. So honey, they let the man out, all right? They said free him and they let him out. What do you guys think about it? Let me know. Do y'all even think that he's saying he's innocent. They're saying he did it. They have the evidence. I believe that, it was a hoax. I believe he did do this. And I believe that he should have been punished for the crime. Do I believe it should have been as much and as harsh of a sentence? I really don't think it should have been so harsh, but there are consequences and there are repercussions for things that you do. He did not have to do what he did. It was no reason for him to do this to seek attention. Like the judge said, I'm with him on that. He wanted attention. He wanted some type of, to go viral and whatever it was that he wanted to do, he succeeded at it, but he succeeded in ruining his career and ruining his life. So let me know what you think about that in those darn comments below. Now, we have all heard that the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works even harder. Now, but what if all of her hard work came at the cost of a troubled childhood that she can't escape from, y'all? Kris says she had a terrible upbringing.
Once upon a time, Kris Jenner was an American Airlines stewardess with a high school education. Now, she's the matriarch turned mastermind behind the culturally polarizing family that turned reality TV success into a multi-million-dollar gold mine. This is the evolution of Kris Jenner. Kristen Mary Houghton was the South Cali Cinderella. Born in San Diego in 1955, her parents divorced when she was a child, and her father took off shortly after. Her existence was unremarkably middle class until she met well-to-do attorney Robert Kardashian on the Del Mar racetrack at the age of 17. Despite their 11-year age difference, Robert was smitten. It took him 2 tries, but he finally convinced her to ditch her job as a stewardess and accept his proposal. They wed when she was 22, and within the next decade, their family grew from 2 to 6. Enter Courtney Mary, Kimberly, Khloe Alexandra, and Robert Arthur Kardashian. Their life in Beverly Hills was defined by lush accommodations and devout Christian faith. Robert and Kris often attended Bible study together. Throw in some designer labels and A-list friends, and the Kardashians appeared to be the picture of perfection. But trouble in paradise was brewing under the surface. In the late 1980s, Robert found out that Kris was having an affair with local professional soccer player Todd Waterman, who was 10 years younger than her at the time. Kardashian filed for divorce, cut his wife off financially, and drug her name through the mud with their friends. And when she and Waterman split after she found him cheating on her, Kris had nothing. In the heat of their drawn-out divorce, Kris met former Olympian Caitlyn Jenner, then Bruce, on a blind date. The love between them sparked instantaneously. 5 months after they met, Caitlyn went to Robert herself, begging him to finalize the divorce so that she and Kris could start their lives together. Robert obliged, and a couple months later, Kris Kardashian became a Jenner. As Kris and Caitlyn tried to move forward, her past seemed to haunt her in the form of the O.J. Simpson murder investigation. She and Caitlyn attended the trial together, a mournful Kris wearing the hand-me-down maternity clothes of her dear friend Nicole Brown Simpson.
This has been a really tough year, tough 15 months for all of us, and not only have we lost Nicole, we've lost O.J. too.
O.J.'s acquittal didn't bring Kris the justice she was seeking, but a month after the trial ended, she found reason to celebrate in the birth of her daughter, Kendall Nicole Jenner. Younger sister Kylie Kristen Jenner followed a few years later. Kris and her ex-husband were able to get back on good terms over the years, but sadly Robert Kardashian lost his battle with cancer in 2003.
Robert and I, at the end of his life, were best friends.
As her new blended family grew, Kris made herself the HBIC of their success. In the late 90s, she took up the helm of her husband's motivational speaking career, managing the bookings and endorsements. She even joined her in a series of workout videos called Super Fit with Bruce and Kris Jenner. In 2007, Kris approached Ryan Seacrest with the idea for a reality show starring her family. Kim had already gained some notoriety for the family name, so producers came by to get some test shots of the clan in their natural element. It was obvious early on that the Kardashian-Jenners had something special.
Guess who's going to jail on the 18th?
E initially passed on the show, but when Seacrest threatened to go to Bravo, they bit. About 898,000 people tuned in for the pilot episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The season finale brought in 1.9 million viewers. While the world was keeping up, Kris made sure her family struck while the iron was hot. Keeping Up with the Kardashians has been the top-rated series on E! Since 2010 and broadcast in more than 160 countries. Kris is the executive producer of not only her family's reality show, but also each of the 9 spin-offs. Dash Dolls, Kourtney and Kim Take New York, Kourtney and Kim Take Miami, Kourtney and Khloe Take Miami, Kourtney and Khloe Take the Hamptons, Khloe and Lamar, Life of Kylie, Revenge Body, and Rob and China. She even had a talk show on Fox in 2013, but it was canceled after only 2 months.
This is my beautiful stylist, Monica, and she just needed a bathroom break, so I was just holding her baby.
Kris juggled all of this while managing her children's cosmetic collections, fragrance launches, fashion lines, boutiques, and book deals. The Kardashians have weathered more than their fair share of scandals over the years, including Kendall's Pepsi commercial mishap, Lamar's adultery and substance abuse, and Rob's battle with his weight and depression, to name only a few. But this momager has remained elastic through it all, always keeping her loved ones close and focused on what matters, even when they felt they were at a breaking point.
It's just crazy that he's gone.
But he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
In 2015, Caitlyn Jenner revealed herself on the cover of Vanity Fair, leaving behind Bruce Jenner so that she could move forward as her true self. The unfavorable comments Caitlyn made about her ex-wife and her memoir, The Secrets of My Life, added salt to the wound of an already messy divorce.
All through the book, Kris knew. Kris knew before I even made love to her. I'm like, what?
As luck would have it, Kris met Corey Gamble, a former road manager for Justin Bieber, shortly after her divorce to Caitlyn was finalized, and the two have been inseparable ever since. For more than a decade, the Kardashian-Jenner clan has caused international frenzy. People either love them or love to hate them. She has largely become an omniscient background character to the chaos her family creates, but one fact is undeniable. No one works harder than Kris Jenner.
Now, one thing you cannot say that Kris does not know the game. You have to give Kris her flowers. She knows the game. She has done everything to make her daughter successful, to continue to grow that empire, and she has done it while looking fabulous. In my opinion, Kris is very pretty as she gets older. I mean, when she was young, to me, she wasn't a looker. I think the older she gets, the more stylish she gets, and the prettier she gets. I mean, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, but I feel like she looks good for her age and all that she's doing. I think she looks good. I think she looks better than the girls. She's about the only one that still looks like herself. All right. You got to give her flowers. And if you're a hater, you won't. But, you know, us real women, we can do that. We can celebrate one another. I'm not a hater. You got to give it to Kris. I mean, she's made these girls an empire. She's made them rich. She has grown this family, and their money is long, and it's going to be long way after she goes, you know, on home to glory. The grandkids is going to be paid, you know. They're good, you know, so, and it all is to her credit. So shout out to Kris. But Kris said, honey, that it wasn't always so, great, okay? She says that it all came at the cost of a troubled childhood that she can't escape from. Authors of a book called Dirty Sexy Money, the unauthorized biography of Kris Jenner, have alleged that Jenner's tough upbringing is the origin of her rise to fame and the building of her family's empire. Now, fans of the reality TV show Family will know that Kris Jenner's mother, MJ, is a staple in the series and has an extremely close relationship with her daughter, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. But Kris's father is notably absent from this series, and the biographers have suggested that the momager may have psychological trauma caused by their difficult relationship. So what happened to Kris Jenner's father? Kris' father, Robert Houghton, died in 1975 in a horrific accident, but trouble in his relationship with his family began much sooner. Kris was born to Bob and Mary Jo Houghton on November 5th, 1955 in San Diego, California. 7 years later, Bob and Mary got divorced, and the home turned into a broken one, where authors of this biography claim that young Kris fantasized that her parents would eventually get back together. Like many children in that situation, Kris could not shake the idea that she was somehow responsible for her dad leaving, they wrote in this book. Now, Kris Jenner's father was allegedly a violent alcoholic. Allegedly, Bob was also a violent alcoholic who sabotaged his own business endeavors because he couldn't put down the bottle. They say in this book that he was very business-minded and had all kinds of ideas and ways to make a lot of money, said the former girlfriend of him. But he rarely acted on these ideas because of his drinking. She says, I can definitely see how Kris got her business drive from her dad. But her trauma didn't end there. As soon as they got the divorce, doctors believe that they found a tumor in Kris's leg and needed to amputate her at the hip. Now, fortunately for Kris, doctors gave her the all clear after hours in the operating room. But that kind of trauma is something that sticks to children still in their developmental phases. So they saying, back when she was a child, they were saying she had a tumor in her leg and they were going to have to amputate her leg. But they, fortunately, they operated and they were able to get the tumor all out of the leg and they didn't have to do that. So it's a known fact that if something like that could happen, childhood trauma can affect brain development and later life behavior, and the divorce and the cancer scare coming all together at once would no doubt have had a profound impact. Barely a day went by that Kris didn't feel the sting of her father's abandonment. She longed for his attention and love, they claim in this book. They were broken. She was broken, she was upset, broken promises of trips to see her and her sister, and a few missed phone calls and even fewer letters. It hurt her that he missed out on time together over the years. Kris has had to fend off feelings that she wasn't worthy and that she had done something wrong. Then when she turned 19, she learned about his tragic car accident that took his life. According to his girlfriend, Vicky Thompson, Bob had gotten behind the wheel of his Porsche in Mexico after a night of margaritas and swerved head onto a vegetable truck. The plan was to hit the next big town and get married the next morning, that girlfriend told the magazine exclusively, but tragically, he died in a car accident. She says, I was looking at the stars and mentioned to Bob how tired I was. It was 9:20 p.m. Then I suddenly heard metal smashing and I woke up crushed under the dashboard. The steering wheel of his car pierced his body, giving him massive internal injuries, which killed him after being pulled from the wreck by nuns from a nearby convent, and they took them to the hospital. Her father was only 42 years old. Kris Jenner dated much older men after her father left. Now, even before her father's death and well into her adult years, Kris has always had older boyfriends. When she was 17, she was in her first serious relationship with professional golfer Cesar Sanudo, who was 12 years older than her. Now, Rob Kardashian, her first husband and lawyer for O.J. Simpson, was 11 years older than her, and they met when she was 18. Bruce Jenner was only 6 years older than her. Now, those feelings of abandonment as a child could quite easily have manifested themselves into a desire to be loved and looked after, which is probably why she was always looking for a father figure and getting with these older men. Now, we've heard that. We've heard that, from a lot of women that have lost fathers or they have absent fathers. They look for daddy relationships and they date older men. You get married to older men. But damn, 17 and a man 12 years older than you. 18, Rob Kardashian, 11 older than you. I mean, of course, too, looking for money. She strikes me as that person that was poor, growing up with nothing. And she was looking for love, affection, a daddy, as well as money. And she knew that she can find money in these older men. Kris is she ain't nobody to be playing with, okay? She's like, listen, I don't want none of these young boys. I don't want nobody my age. I need a man with some money. She always had that drive, okay? Don't play with Mama Kris. I like Mama Kris more than I like the girls, okay? More than I like the Kardashian sisters. I feel Mama Kris for some reason. Now, we know that she got a lot going on down there with the candles and, she's dealing with and planning some shady business down there. But you got to give it to Kris. Kris don't play when it comes to money. She is about that dime, okay? She's about that bag. What do you guys think about it, though? Tell me down in the comments. If you're catching the replay, tell me what you think about it. Drop it below.
And Joseline kicked me in my fucking stomach bad as fuck. And so I'm like, okay, bitch, I'm gonna get your ass back while you thinking you just did something. So when I saw the opportunity to crack her ass, I cracked her ass and she fell. And when Ballistic saw her hit the floor, he attacked me like a man. He rushed me, he hit me, grabbed my hair immediately. We slung around all over the floor. I cut my toes up. I got attacked by a man because I was too much for his bitch, and he knew it. He knew Joseline can't whip me. She knows she can't whip me. That's why them hoes kept standing up together. They can't do shit by themselves. And Diamond and Raven, they just let her send them right off. Because they not going to be able to work at no clubs. They finna have to sleep with Joseline every single night. Because I'm going to their city, so... Little do they know, y'all want to be Joseline minions. Y'all finna have to deal with that shit after the show. This ain't just no show shit. I'm from Chicago. I will not rest until Joseline and Ballistic is behind bars. They done paid up. And Cabaret show is closed and canceled. No more Cabaret. No more Cabaret. That's what the fuck I'm suing for. Bitch, you will not ever have another fucking chance to treat all these females like you just fucking treated them the last 3 seasons of this weak ass show. And then to have your husband attack one of the cast members or your fiance attack a cast member, yeah. No more Cabaret. That's my goal. I'm not just suing for no bread. I want the Cabaret done and gone. And I'm definitely suing till I can't sue no more. And I can't fix my wig. I gotta go and pay somebody to fix it, y'all. Y'all seriously talking about a damn wig? It got snatched off. I'm just now leaving the fucking hospital. What the fuck you want me to do? I ain't got no head. Shit. Oh, my back. Yes, tag the Shade Room because I will be going to all blogs. All of them. He is not in jail because Zeus let him get out of that jam. As soon as I said I wanted to press charges, they had me carried upstairs, locked away, held to the side by security while him and Joseline get out that jam. And that's what I do not like and I cannot respect. And look at fucking me. Now I gotta post my motherfucking pictures of what I actually had on and how I actually looked before the shit went down. Fucking back hurt, ribs hurt. My back hurt so fucking bad, G. This shit crazy. K Capri had my back. I saw Henny trying to do a little something, but the girls kept like rushing. So like, unless you was throwing them bitches like me, you weren't really doing them. And shout out to all the ladies from season 2 that came in my DM. Lucky Hustler, thank you so much for reaching out. Sapphire, thank you so much for reaching out. Roly Poly, thank you so much for reaching out. Like, it really, I really appreciate y'all for having my back. Thank y'all so much. And when Sapphire messaged me, Sapphire and Lucky was my favorite from season 2. So the fact that both of them that already messaged me, that just made my morning better.
Ooh, child. So Joseline and her boyfriend, Ballistic Beats, are being accused of attacking Amber Ali and damaging her ribs. According to Amber, Joseline kicked her in her stomach and damaged her ribs, and her fiance, Ballistic, contributed to the attack, pulling her hair so hard that it ripped out of her scalp. Following the alleged fight, Amber took to her social platforms to build her case against Joseline, showing off her damaged ribs from the hospital bed before checking in again after being released. She said that Ballistic threatened her and told her that if she kept showing up to the show set, Joseline would keep knocking her ass out. Amber is thinking about suing. And then Joseline posted a series of tweets on Twitter, and this is what Joseline said. Joseline said, "I'm Mortal Kombat one hoe, pimp slapped another one, pushed one into last night's episode, kicked down a few on the ground. I slapped fire out of everyone on that stage, me and my crew. Wait for it. Joseline's Cabaret, Las Vegas." So apparently this stuff happened at the reunion filming. Okay, and then she went on to say, "Finish him." Still trending 9 weeks straight on Twitter. Y'all hoes suck my dick. Now, she's bragging about fighting Amber and, her fiance. She says, "I ain't gonna never stop. Y'all hoes stay out my D and go get you some money. Mind you, all you hoes forever my hoes. You work for me until you die." Hashtag Joseline's Cabaret, Las Vegas. And then she says, "You sign up for a reality show. You cannot file a lawsuit against anyone on the show, you dummies. No cap, sis." Somebody else tweeted and had the laughing emojis. And then someone says, with the laughing emojis, and then Joseline says, "No cap, sis." And then she says, "Keep crying from your hospital bed with your broken ribs. One kick you flew into next day. Rotten mouth ass hoe." Now, Joseline is actually bragging, okay, about the alleged attack. She does not seem to be fazed at least one bit. And I'm telling you, like I said earlier today, I don't think that girl has a lawsuit, because when Zeus and those people, they know what their intentions are with this show. They know that they go get these girls from the bottom of the barrel. They get them, put them all on this show, and they know what they sign up for when they get there. That they're going to be fighting, that it's going to be ratchet, that it's going to be, they asses is going to be up in the air, they titties is going to be out. They're going to be doing all of being pimped out for Joseline's Cabaret. There is no cabaret. There's never been a cabaret. We all know this is just, they get on this show to do nothing. At least now they went somewhere and actually danced at a club that she rented. It is not her club. They scattered around and looked for places to do this goddamn Zeus show. They got the most rinky-dink, cheapest club that they can find. Didn't even have a real stage. It was a makeshift stage. When you seen them do the damn performance for the girl birthday party or whatever, Raven or whatever, they was all packed on that little ass stage. Nobody had any room to even barely dance or move around. Okay, they all know what they sign up for. So y'all know that Zeus got them contracts dotted to the letter, got them I's dotted and them T's crossed. They already know they're gonna be fighting and all that. So that shit is in that contract. that you cannot be suing anyone if you get into a fight. It is not, they are not liable. So they're not worried about it, which is why they still going on. This is why no one has really come out. Zeus made a statement saying that they don't condone violence. They don't, of course, don't condone, trying to, I guess, be like they don't condone a man hitting a woman or whatever. But the fact that they swooped Joseline and Ballistic and them up and put them on a plane and got them on up out of there shows exactly how they feel about them women. You mean nothing to them but ratings, views, and that's it. You already know that it's just exploitation at its finest. That's all Zeus Network is doing. Their shows, I mean, look at the Bad Boys Club. They showed and already started, and they only on season 1, episode 1, and they are already on the blogs for a fight. Okay, so this is what Zeus does, and I do not think that the girl has a lawsuit. Do I believe that it's wrong? Yes, we talked about it earlier today. I don't think that Joseline need to have Ballistic. He don't even need to be on the show. It is not his show. It is Joseline's Cabaret. What is he doing on the show? She constantly feeding this man down our throat. We got to want to see Ballistic. This is your man, girl. We don't care nothing about that man. But she wants to put him on. She wants him to be famous, okay? She want to give her man a career. So she is putting him on. That made him an EP. She is putting him on, all right? So, I mean, it's sad. Hate to see a man put his hands on a female. Never like to hear about it. Never like to see it. But Joseline is ratchet. Joseline fights. She got a nasty attitude. Why would you sign up for a show like this and expect anything otherwise? Okay. So you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about it. I don't think that the girl has a case, but you let me know. Maybe it's something that I am missing. All right. So we have reached the end of our topics, and now we are moving on to our legendary Scan of the Gram. Now, Scan the Gram is our segment where we kiki over topics that I have found while scrolling on Instagram. But tonight, Scan the Gram has its own specific sponsor, and we would like to thank Ano Acne Treatment for sponsoring Scan the Gram. Finding your best skin is something many of us struggle with, but it does not have to be like that anymore thanks to Ano Acne Treatment. Ready to fight any skincare emergency. When it comes to tackling acne breakouts and severe acne scar removal, Ano is the best. Their products are sulfate and alcohol free, made with 100% natural compounds. Their website also contains a wealth of skincare knowledge, so head on over there today by clicking the link in the description box below. All SweetPeaDiaries viewers can enjoy 25% off as well as an additional 20% off by using our discount code below. Discover Ano Acne Treatment today. Now, no cap, I have been using this product, and honey, the acne patch, okay, you can get you this, you put this, it prevents breakouts, okay, you put this on little patches, comes in this container, and you put these, they're little circles, and you put them on the areas, your problem areas, and then you follow that up with the little blemish, it's like a balm. This looks, let me see, try to get that lighting so you can see it. Put it back some so you can see it. That lighting, my there you go. The lighting job. It is a balm that it has like a tea tree oil in it, and you put this on your little blemishes in your problem areas as well. But yeah, I like the little container that it comes in. And you going over there and tell them that Sweet Pea sent you. You go ahead and click the link in the description box below, and you can get 25% off just for clicking that link. And then we have an additional 20% off if you use the discount code. All right, so going down there and click down in the description box, going over and look at their website. They have a whole wealth of knowledge about skincare. Their products are 100% natural, cruelty free. So going over there and check them out, child. I love it. I love the packaging. Smells good. You can't see it. There we go. The acne patch from Ano. Yes. Going over there and check them out. All right, y'all. Scan the Gram is up next. Child, now y'all know that Donald Trump pardoned Kodak Black, okay? Now, apparently, Kodak Black had never met Donald Trump, but of all people to introduce him, guess who did, y'all? Ray J. Yeah. Child, Kodak Black was introduced to Donald Trump. Okay. Yes. Former President Donald Trump, Ray J, and Kodak Black were under one roof as they attended dinner Thursday evening at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago Club in Palm Beach, Florida. The dinner was a fundraiser for Vernon Jones. According to page 6, Ray J bought Kodak as his plus one and introduced the two after Donald Trump issued him a pardon in the final hours of his presidency in 2020. Now, Ray J spoke to page 6, stating it was the right thing to do. Trump pardoned him. Other attendees included Rudy Giuliani, Pastor Darrell Scott, and former NYPD Commissioner Bernard Kerik. We had to get the tea from Ray about his take on politics, and he told us exclusively, I support many of the policies and positions of Vernon Jones, President Trump, and others who are committed in fighting for the soul of America. Every child should have a right to attend a performing school and receive a quality education. He continued stating, the middle class want and need good jobs for fair wages. Starting a small business is part of the American dream. Education and economics are nonpartisan and go hand in hand. I support individuals who fight for these causes.
When a cop is killed in the line of duty,
look at Kodak's face.
This kid
It's this look for me.
For his family's kids to go to college.
You behind the scenes, you like that up front, or can you just wait?
Now, I just need to know what the fuck does Kodak have on? Excuse my language. What the hell does he have on? Them big ass pink sneakers. And why did he have that striped shirt on? And why was he looking like that? He looked like he was someone else. I don't know. Did they have him cloned for the night? Was he someone had inhabited his body for that night? But he looked like he was not himself. He looked like he was not there. I don't know.
In the hand, please. All right. So with that being said, thank you for everyone. Thank you.
Look at them goddamn shoes.
And all the others that a lot of people are influential, made a difference in the community. But this young man, these young men really are making a difference, influencing young people. And that's the challenge we're doing.
Look at Ray J.
Well, wait a minute. Y'all taking off. God bless you. All right. So I know a lot of
Ray J is the handler, child. And Kodak is putting he put his chain on the golden, I don't know, is that a serpent, an eagle? I don't know what it is, child. A dragon? I don't know. Some old cultish statue, child. It looks like a clone to me. I don't know who that is, but it don't look like Kodak Black. I mean, it ain't giving peachy. EG, and it's PG. It don't look peachy to me. That look like somebody else. But what y'all think they were saying in the goddamn comments, honey? They roasted Kodak Black's ass. They said that is not Kodak, okay? They said that is a goddamn clone. Now, honey, it looks like Tyrese has found another person that wants attention as much as he does. His girlfriend says the reason my man don't want me to come to the gym when his boys are around, he claims these ain't gym clothes at Tyrese. Now, honey, she got on a pair of Ithaca shorts and a tank top. And I'm sorry, sis, but these are not gym clothes. This is a panty and bra set. And that's how she going out to the gym. She says that Tyrese does not want her to go with him when his boys are around because she is wearing this. And he says it is not gym attire. What do you guys think? She says it is. I say it's panties. What do you say? And what do you think they were saying in the comments? Well, of course, Ithaca girls, of course, they had the hard eyes because it's their goddamn clothing. But someone says, they're not, and you're doing the most. And someone says, I hope you see these comments and get some actual gym clothes. Someone says, he not he claims. This is clearly a panty and bra set, sis. And someone says, they actually undergarments, but go off, sis. And someone says, girl, that's underwear. And I said, he has finally found someone that is just as attention-seeking as he is. Because he makes up reasons to come in front of us and say stupid shit. And she's making up a reason to come before us and say stupid shit. Because obviously, girl, this is a panty and bra set. And I have purchased Ithaca little sets like these. And these things get all up in that crotch. These things get right down and dirty, honey. Your titties be hanging over top. By the time you put this thing on, this top, they don't give you the support that you're really looking for. They fall all out over top of it. They be all up underneath of it. So these are these women with these perfect ass bodies, because a person with a real body cannot wear this Ithaca shit and look like this. I don't know where they get their Ithaca, because when I put mine on, everything rolls over top of everything. So this is a panty and bra set. Okay, boo? Now, a Burger King employee shoots at a customer who threw mayonnaise packets in her face. Woo, child. A Burger King employee down in Florida allegedly shot at a customer after he threw some mayonnaise packets in her face. Now, her name is Shatisha. Okay. Shatisha Hicks, 30 years old, was arrested Thursday and charged with discharging a firearm in public after the incident at the Miami fast food joint. Now, authorities said that Shatisha's little ass, you know, the neighborhood talking something else with these captions. Authorities said that Letitia's little ass opened fire on a man after a brief argument at the drive-thru window. The customer drove off and parked their little car in the parking lot. Now, Shatisha then allegedly went to her vehicle, grabbed her little gun, and fired off 5 shots at the man's vehicle while he drove away. Shatisha ended up fleeing the scene, but cops got her ass about a mile from her home. A gun was found in her car, and police recovered 5 bullet casings in the Burger King parking lot. Now, it is not clear if the customer was injured during the shooting. Not the mayonnaise, not shooting at the man because he threw some goddamn mayonnaise. Now, the people in the comments said, girl, why you bring your gun to work? Oh, my God. And someone says, I'm not saying it's right, but I understand, with the shrugging emojis. And then this other girl said, y'all got to learn to stop playing with people. Free her. And somebody says, technically, she was bussing back. And someone says, once you hear Florida, you know the story about to be funny as fuck. And someone says, y'all don't be knowing what people be going through. Listen, I don't think that anything is funny about that. You cannot be shooting people. Girl, If you are not able to handle your anger, you don't need to be working at Burger King. You don't need to be working with the public. Why you got your gun with you? I just don't understand that. You don't need to be working with people. And damn sure not at no fast food restaurant if you're going to be busting off at people. Chaba. Now, more than 100 people were arrested, including 3 Disney employees, in a massive Florida sex sting. Now, look at these folks. 100 were arrested in a massive Florida sex sting, and 3 of them were Disney employees. Now, more than 100 people, including 3 Disney employees, were arrested in a large sex sting in Florida. Undercover detectives communicated online with the suspects and arranged for a meetup at a location where they were arrested after their arrival, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, which conducted the operation. Among the arrests made, the oldest person was Derek Collins, 67, who showed up to a residence drinking inshore. The youngest was a 17-year-old male. Both were arrested for soliciting a prostitute. 4 child predators were arrested as well. One of the men, Xavier Jackson, 27, worked as a lifeguard at the Polynesian Village Resort at Walt Disney World, according to the sheriff's office. He reportedly sent an undercover officer posing as a 14-year-old girl sexual and graphic images of what he wanted to do to her. He was charged with transmission of material harmful to a minor and unlawful use of a communication device. Both are third-degree felonies. Now, 2 other Disney employees were arrested on prostitution charges. Disney has since placed the employees on unpaid leave. Unpaid leave, they need to be fired. Unpaid leave, but we know what they say about Walt. I mean, I'm pretty sure he wasn't the one doing it. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Disney, they wasn't the ones handling this. But damn, unpaid leave, I guess their legacy just continues on into their policies. Then people need to be fired. But what you think they were saying in the comments? They say, y'all play too much. Inshore? Really? They said they all have that look. And then someone says, this is sick. And someone says, hide your kids. What the hell is going on? And someone else says, straight to hell. And then this person says, its kids went missing at Disney and they were never found. They have hidden tunnels, I heard. So many stories about Disney. And someone says, they do this every year in Florida and it's always at least 3 Disney employees. Damn. Well, then, we know what it's given. I'm telling you, the type of people that Disney attracts, because it's children's. Now, death row executions by firing squad can now be carried out in South Carolina. They can shoot your ass by firing squad in South Carolina. Don't go down there getting in no trouble and getting on death row. They're going to put you in the town square and shoot you. Now, South Carolina has given the thumbs up for prisoners on death row to be executed by firing squad. For the slow ones, that means they will basically just shoot at you. Now, according to New York Post, the approval was announced Friday after the State Department of Corrections said renovations had been completed on a new death chamber where the executions can take place in the state capital of Columbia. Inmates can choose this option if they don't want the electric chair or lethal injection. The new chamber, which costs $53,600 to build, consists of a metal chair with restraints that faces a wall. The wall has a rectangular opening where 3 shooters can carry out the sentence. Witnesses can watch the action behind bulletproof glass. Inmates will receive a hood and be allowed to make a final statement. So you can say something before they shoot your ass down. Now, I don't know how humane this is, but they say that it is more humane than lethal injection or the electric chair, because they say that some of these people do not die immediately from the lethal injection, and it's actually they can feel the lethal injection. So, you know, some people argue that this might be more humane. It'll be quick and over with more efficiently. Let me know what you think about it. But what do you think they were saying in the comments? I bet you they tell them don't take your ass to South Carolina. They said this is the kindest way. Getting electrocuted or hung or lethal injection or gas chamber all take a minute. Too kind, to be honest. Someone says, are y'all okay? Like, someone says, every day the U.S. sets us back several years by the foolery. Someone says, huh? In 2022? Someone else says, what the F? Knowing y'all have so many innocent people locked up. Folks been sitting on death row for decades for crimes they didn't even commit. Someone says, welcome to 1822. I mean 2022. Honey, that's what I was thinking. Like, damn, this is back. They done took us back. They done went back, way back. Let me take you back to 1822. We're going way back. But I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Pop, 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 pop. They're going to pop your ass. Pop.
Because Jada don't know me. Like, y'all asking why Jada. We don't know each other. We spoke over a little baby. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess homegirl still mad. I don't know. So, last weekend, me and Lil Baby linked up. It's 2 fees you must pay when you have a girlfriend in the industry. You must pay your hush money fee, and you have to pay your transaction fee. Okay, so what happened was, everything was going good. When it was time for the hush money, some of the things that I had required from him, he thought it was included in the payment. So he didn't want to pay all of the hush money, okay? So bam. By you not paying the hush money, I'm going to expose you. I've been doing this for years. I've been in the industry about 5-6 years. Y'all know, from me being Chief Key baby mama to 6ix9ine to Waka Flocka to everybody else. So basically that was it. Like, he didn't pay his fee.
Okay.
Cause Jada don't know me. Like, y'all asking.
Okay, so she said that he did not pay his fee. So basically, she is a tramp. She is admitting that she's been in the industry. She's Chief Keef baby mama. She's been with 6ix9ine, Waka Flocka. She says, and the list goes on. She says, Lil Baby did not pay his hush money. He just paid to screw, basically, and didn't want a tax. He didn't want the added tax, and so she exposed him. She says she's been doing this for about 6 years or so. She's been in the industry for a minute now, getting screwed and getting passed down by everyone. And she's basically bragging about it. That's what this world has come to. That's what these girls aspire to be nowadays. But the comment said, nurse, she's out again. And someone says, how Jada become the villain? And someone says, Jada peaceful, leave her alone. And then they teasing Jada when she says, I want out. Man mood, this mess gotta be exhausting. And someone says, everybody should know that girl be lying. She been lying on some of these celebs for years. And someone says, wow, Jada innocent. And someone says, maybe she spoke to the fake Twitter page. I don't know what that means, child, but all I know is these girls just be fool-la-lying and acting like it's cute. You down here talking about he ain't paid a hush money fee, he ain't paid a tax. All he paid was the tap that, and ain't want to pay. I guess it wasn't worth any much anymore. Because if it was, he went down there and to the strip club, honey, and threw out $100K. And look how fake that looks. Just watch his movements. They look so fake. They look so, I'm just used to throwing and wasting money. He threw over $100K in a Miami strip club and ain't want to pay her ass. Now, I know it wasn't $100K she was asking for. So it wasn't much, honey, that thing wasn't popping. it wasn't popping like that because he went down there and just threw people money that he don't even know, just wasted. Now, what I want to know, do they really leave the money there? Do the girls really get this money? Or do they go back around and pick this goddamn money up? Okay, because I notice every time that they're throwing it, they got bodyguards and they got people around, and it looks like nobody touches this money. It's like, I know they say the girls pick up their money. You're not supposed to touch the girls' money, but I really need to know. He might have threw $100K, but did he really leave the $100K? You could throw the money all you want to, because I'm watching him. It looks very fake. Doesn't even look like he's having a good time. Just look at it. They're so used to wasting money. $100K. Look at it. I know goddamn good and well he ain't leave that goddamn money. Look at this. Look how fake this shit is. And she just twerking her little behind. Look at her. Just twerking her little behind. Look. She twerking her life away. Look at this one. Why? She just twerking her little behind. Look. Twerk it, girl. Twerk that behind away. She just twerking her life away. Look, what? Twerking her life away, honey. Look. Look, she just twerking about pop. He ain't even looking at it. Honey. So much behind, they just used to seeing it. How much ass can you see? They done shake them, so many done shook their asses in front of him, and it don't even mean nothing no more. Child. The people say he doesn't even look like he's enjoying himself. Someone says his chest still hurt, that's all. And someone says when y'all first break up and y'all having a battle over who having more fun being single. And someone says, child, he not playing with Jada. And someone says he was like, I'm going to show her. And someone says everything he do is funny to me. Child, they just clowning him saying that, you know, him and Jada broke up, and so he out there in the club trying to act like he having fun, trying to make it look like he throwing money at bitches. Honey, that's what it looked like to me, because he ain't even looking at the ass that was in front of him. He didn't even give a damn. Well, they said in the comments, Life with the Leonard family says he left it because he didn't. If he didn't, they would be clowning him. Yeah, I know. That's probably true. If he wouldn't leave it there, people around him be like, oh, he broke, he picking up the money and taking it. Bitch, I wouldn't give a damn. That's why black people don't have anything now, because when you have it and you throw it away, look at people like Adrian Bronner, look at people like that, did the same thing, was flushing $20 bills, flushing money down the toilet, and now broke, begging for money. I would have went right back there and picked my money up. I wouldn't give a damn who says and laugh and say I'm broke, because when I do get broke, then what? Is they gonna give you any money? This is why black people can't have anything, because of that mindset. Who makes fun of someone because they go back and pick up money that I'm not leaving this money for these bitches. I might leave them a few hundred, and that's about it. Maybe a couple K, but not no 150,000, not no 100K. But see, that's what we gauge as success. Who can throw the most money away? Not save, not keep, not invest. No, who can throw the most money away? We don't see white people doing this. We don't see white entertainers. All we see is the black rappers and the entertainers and the black men. This is supposed to show their masculinity, how much money they can throw at women. That just shows that they are so masculine and they are super men. They got money that they can just throw away. Ridiculous. I'll never understand the mindset of these young people. Now, Trey Songz accuser compares him to R. Kelly. Says he victimizes women of color because he knows that no one will protect them. Oh, is that true? It's no secret that Trey Songz is one of the latest male entertainers to be accused of sexual assault, and according to Radar Online, his accuser is comparing him to one of his favorite artists, but it has nothing to do with singing. The alleged victim, Jahara Jeffries, says that Trey Songz victimizes women of color just like R. Kelly because he knows that no one will care or protect them. If you can recall, she says that Trey assaulted her after she met him at Diddy's New Year's Eve party. When they left to continue partying at a club, Jeffrey says that Songz inserted his fingers under her dress and into her vajayjay while she was standing on a couch. So he just slid his hands up her dress and just slid them on up into her private. Now, listen. Let me do. She also claims that his team has offered her $200K to change her story. However, his legal team denies her claims and says she's upset because she was caught secretly filming songs and was instructed to delete the video. Now, what I need to know, Sasha Lynn is a member now for 2 months. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Sasha. Happy birthday, Sasha. Member 2 months. I know that's right, Sasha. Yes, girl. Now, what I need to know as far as this Trey Songz story, I need to understand. Help me to understand how someone slips their finger on up into your vajayjay. Now you are standing. Let's picture it, Sicily. Picture it, Sicily. Picture it, Diddy's party on a couch. And you up there. And he just said, whoop. He just, whoop. Like, how did them fingers just, whoop, they just slid on up there. Now, I have a vajayjay, and like other women out there, and my vajayjay is just not sitting openly. I'm trying to picture it. I'm just standing on the couch, and I'm dancing because the song on, and I'm jamming. Yeah, I'm jamming. Just say I'm twerking. I'm jamming. I'm jamming. And then all of a sudden, these fingers just, how did the fingers just get up there? Child, your ass was moist and just open. I don't see how the fingers, and you didn't move, you didn't stop him, you didn't slap his hands, you didn't do nothing. You just was standing there and the fingers just got up there. Girl, who you think you talking to? Child, I don't know about that one. I'm sorry. I'm all for women, the Me Too movement and everything like that, but I just can't picture fingers just getting up into your private and you didn't try to stop it. You didn't slap his hands. You didn't feel it. Nothing. They just got up there. How did they make it up into the vajayjay? They just, no, girl. It would have had to be very aggressive, or he was underneath her on the couch, huh? Like he was already up there or something. Because I don't see how the fingers just, like how he get them fingers up in there. You've been fingered, all women have been, and it ain't something that just, they just slid. Oop, I accidentally slid my fingers up into your vagina. No, it don't work like that. Girl, I don't know who you think you talking to. You ain't talking to, you talking to grown women over here. No ma'am. No ma'am.
So what do you make of people comparing you to Kim, the way you guys look?
I don't really want to speak on that.
You don't want to speak on that?
No.
Do you see the similarity or nah?
No, not really.
Not really?
Yeah, no.
Do you and Kanye ever talk about Kim stuff, or you leave it out?
No, we don't speak about her.
You don't speak about her?
No.
Do you think that he should stop taking to social media to attack her and Kim?
I think you should talk to him about that. I don't want to speak on that.
You don't want to speak on that?
No.
Are you worried about him or his mental health or what he might do or what he might say at all?
Yeah.
You're not? Okay, thank you very much, Cheney. I appreciate you, Cheney. Thank you very much.
Child, Chaney says she does not look like Kim Kardashian. I don't think I look like her. Nope, I don't see the resemblance. And stop asking me about Kanye. You fucking up my bag. Don't ask me about his mental health. Don't ask me nothing about him and Kim and them kids and what he's doing on social media. You're messing up my bag, okay? I'm trying to have my run. I'm trying to get me something out of this. Like Julia, don't mess up my run. All right, I don't got shit to do with that. I'm with her. I think you should ask Kanye about that. I ain't got time for him. She see that they got, he be all over the press and watching the blogs, and he see what she said. She said, leave me out of that shit. I don't got nothing to do with that. You ask Kanye. I'm with her because that's what I tell my kids. Anybody call here asking you, they come knocking on the door. Anybody ask you anything about me, you say you ask my mom. I always train my kids, do not be answering questions about your mama. Anybody ask you anything, your dad, your people, your grandmama, anybody, ask my mom. Don't be asking me motherfucking questions. Ask my mama. And I'm with her. I don't think she looks like Kim Kardashian. She does resemble. Now, does she resemble? Is there a resemblance? Yeah, because Kim Kardashian has tried to resemble and look like black women. And look like ambiguous women. This is the look, the Chaney look that, half white, black, Dominican, whatever that look is, that ambiguous look, that's the Chaney, that look that Chaney got naturally. That's the look that Kim Kardashian has been trying to go for, her and her sisters. That's the look they've put together. So they've actually packaged their look up to pass it off as real and authentic. But Chaney is the real thing. If she's had enhancements or surgeries, they've all had that. But she's more natural than a Kim Kardashian. Kim is fixed her face and body to look like that. So if anything, she looks like her. Kim looks like Chaney. All right, because that's Chaney natural look. What are you guys thinking? What do you think they've been saying in the comments? And what they said in that comments, they said Julia Fox would have still been there talking about Kim and Kanye if TMZ ran up on her. Camera dude would have ran out of memory before she stopped talking. And someone else says she trying not to violate the terms and conditions of this arrangement. And someone else says trying to get that girl fired on her day off. And someone says, that girl said this is none of her damn business. And someone else says, leave her alone. And someone else says, she's right. And someone says, please, she doesn't. But if we being... Now, she does not look like Kim Kardashian. But like I said, Kim looks like her. Okay. She got that look because that's what Kim has been packaging all these years.
No shade to Bow Wow, but where are y'all getting that from? It's not giving that.
So Jada says if she's dating Lil Bow Wow after the breakup with Lil Baby, she says it's not giving that. So I guess she was texting, and she was texting someone, and Lil Baby called her texting, and she said, I know you ain't mad at me because I'm texting someone when you've been playing in my face for 6 years, dating and texting and cheating behind my back. And now that I text a nigga, you all in your feelings. So I guess they broke up. It was public. And I guess people were speculating that the dude she was texting was Bow Wow. I don't know why they would think it was Bow Wow. Ain't no damn way. Looking at Jada and looking at Bow Wow, it's not giving that. And Jada said, no offense, but it's not giving Bow Wow.
No shade to Bow Wow, but where are y'all getting that from? It's not giving that.
And what it's not giving for me is why are these black women tearing their faces up like that? Jada looks horrible. This is plastic surgery gone wrong. If she does not stop fucking with her face, she is not going to look like herself after a while. I don't know if it's just the angle. Maybe it's an extra filter. I don't know. But this looks horrible. She needs to stop with the surgeries. She needs to stop with these lip injections. Her nose is shaved off as much as it can be. They need to stop. Black women need to stop with the facial surgeries. Please stop. Look at it. But they said in the comments, his chest wouldn't even hurt behind Bow Wow. And someone else was laughing. Someone says, no, I feel her because people really pulled that out of thin air. And someone says, what she really wanted to say was, now, why the fuck would I? And someone says, yeah, because why y'all disrespecting her like that? And someone else says, I'm weak. And someone else says, Lil Baby must be about to drop an album or something. No, I'm just not feeling the facial surgery. But I'm with Jada. I text somebody back, and now you tripping when you been playing in my face. You had Saweetie all out in the blogs. You out dropping a bag on her when we was supposedly broke up. Still you playing in my face with someone that I frequent around. We in the industry together. You know, he been doing this for years. So the minute that she's exposed, texting someone, he tripping. I'm with her on that one.
In the office. You'll wait for me there after the second bell so I can dismiss the rest of the class. Does anyone else want to try my authority? Because I am fucking done playing with you idiots. I am here because I want to be here. I somewhat enjoy this job. You need something from me. I need nothing from you. You can go through life and live on the fucking system, draw your paycheck on the 1st and the 15th from my taxes, and live just an absolute horrible life. I don't care. You can be another statistic. I don't care. That's on you. And if you think it's funny, I can take you down to the county office and we'll pull the fucking numbers. And if you don't like my language, I don't give a shit. Because you've said worse. And if you, again, Samaya, you leave too. Get out now. Get your shit. Get out.
I'm not.
Get out now.
Now, I'm going to rewind this again because I see you guys are commenting in the chat about Jada. But I want you to pay attention to this teacher. And I want you to think and really think about this. And let me know what you feel about it. Do you think that he was right or do you think he was wrong? He was tired of these students and he went off on them. He says, I'm tired of playing game with you fucking idiots. And listen at the shit that he said to them. He was actually telling them that they're not, he cares about his job, but he's trying to help them not be statistics. But if he wants, he can take them down to the county office and, they can draw checks on the 1st and 15th out of his taxes. Basically racial slurs and racial innuendos and just really nasty. Just listen.
In the office. You'll wait for me there after the second bell so I can dismiss the rest of the class. Does anyone else want to try my authority? Because I am fucking done playing with you idiots. I am here because I want to be here. I somewhat enjoy this job. You need something from me. I need nothing from you. You can go through life and live on the fucking system, draw your paycheck on the 1st and the 15th from my taxes, and live just an absolute horrible life. I don't care. You can be another statistic. I don't care. That's on you. And if you think it's funny, I can take you down to the county office and we'll pull the fucking numbers. And if you don't like my language, I don't give a shit. Because you've said worse. And if you, again, Samaya, you leave too. Get out now. Get your shit. Get out.
I'm not.
Get out now. I didn't fucking you.
All right, so someone in the comments, Lil Miss Golden, Lil Baby, Other Baby Mama, says, I mean, it's the truth, and this truth can become their reality if they don't take school and life seriously. He's not using language they don't hear and rap music. They soak up game and hip-hop lyrics. They need to listen to this teacher as well. And someone else says, why her phone out in class? LOL. See what I'm saying? And someone says, he said what he said. I remember being in school with kids like that who would fuck with teachers on purpose, and then when the teacher go to fuck off, it's a problem. He definitely could have chosen his words more wisely, but I can feel that he was so fed up he ain't lie though. And someone says, bro, I mean, he not saying nothing that wouldn't be said worse in the real world. My mother was hard on me. At the time, I thought she was the worst till I got to the streets. It's cold out here. Listen up, youngin'. Don't be a statistic. So, I want to see what you guys say really quickly before I give my response. And I can't even bring up my comments. My program was acting up, child, when I was trying to get my stuff together. So I can't even pull up my comments. I got to look at my phone. Maya says, I would not want his job. And Jussie one says, that is his feelings. How about give them their grade and stop being racist? And Swirl Gang says, I would have dragged that teacher. He talked to mine like that. And Monique says, what truth? And Life with the Leonard's family says, me as a child would have responded to him. Keita says, he's fed up. Some kids will try you. Swirl says, and him saying he don't care about them. Oh my God. Sasha says, it's the truth. The man, us. Probably said the man is fed up, probably. Yeah, there it is. The man is fed up. Miss Magic says, my teachers used to cry. Swirl says he's out of line. Maya says, and parents will come visit the teacher. So my thoughts on this is I kind of feel where he's coming from, because I know that it has to be frustrating to deal with these kids. These kids are disrespectful. They have parents now that will fight you and whoop your ass if you try to reprimand their kids, and their kids be in the wrong. So sometimes people feel fed up and they don't know what to do as an adult. But you're a teacher, and there's a certain line that you can cross and you can't cross. Unfortunately, the cussing and screaming and yelling and coming at the kids like that, there's other things that he could have said. It was the context for me. It was the collecting the check on the 1st and the 15th, taking them down to the county office and showing them, it was those type of things. It was the innuendos. It was the hidden jabs for me that were racist undertones, the racial undertones. That's what did it for me. I seen where he was coming from. He wasn't coming from a place of tough love. He was coming from a place of, you ain't shit. You are, you want to end up a ain't shit because you already ain't shit. So if you want to go on down to the county office, I can show you that you ain't shit. That's where it was a little bit off for me. I can see if he was, really caring about his job and he was frustrated and he was, saying other things. But the stuff that he said, it was what he said is what got me. Now, I get it. The frustration, I get it, because it's got to be hard nowadays teaching these youth. They're very disrespectful, don't want to learn. All they do care about is the rapping and the Instagram. And like the person in the comments said, what is she doing with her phone out in the first place? So, and then you could see that he was talking to her because she was laughing. And he was like, get your shit and get out. You can go on down to the principal's office. That's not the first time that I've heard a teacher curse. But it was just what he was saying. It was the stuff that he was saying. And he probably was suspended. I gotta look, and see if he was suspended and research and follow up. And I'll let you guys know on our next show what happened with him, because I didn't have time to look it up. But he's probably was suspended. I can almost guarantee that her mom probably, when she saw that video, probably had something to say and went on down to that school and made sure that he was reprimanded in the form of being fired or suspended or something like that. Unfortunately, the school district is not going to see it as him being frustrated and fed up. They're going to fire or suspend him. So it was his words for me. It was what he was saying. I definitely feel the frustration, but he could have chosen other language. Okay? I say it all the time. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Actually, I guess with that, it doesn't apply. It is what you say. It is what you say and how you say it with this thing, but you know what I meant. But every action has a reaction. Everything you put out there comes back. So he was just caught in his feelings, and this wasn't the thing to be caught up in. So he's probably going to lose his job. And be suspended. I don't think that he's going to keep his job over that. I really don't. So I will find out and I'll let you guys know. So I am from the old school, sorry, racist undertone. Yep. Now he'll be in the welfare line if the union lets him go. Oops. Right, we didn't have phones. We had beepers in school, but put away. He needs another career choice if he's fed up with the one he'd chosen. I don't think he was thinking they were nothing. He was just telling them where they would end up with no education. Yeah, he was. I think it was a little bit of both, but he could have said that they would end up with low-paying jobs. He didn't have to say that they would be in the county line taking money from his taxes and getting a check on the 1st and the 15th. Basically telling them they will end up on welfare. it was racial. It was very much so his feelings about the black community. They're black kids, and that's where he is saying they will end up if they don't get an education or whatever. He could have said other things. If you don't get an education and you don't do right, you end up, with a low paying job, working at McDonald's or something like that, but not taking from me my check, taking out of my taxes, because I am a citizen that pays taxes, and you and your kind, you don't work and you'll end up, getting a check on the 1st and the 15th. Now that was a little bit too much. I'm sorry. It was racial. That in my opinion, so that's all I got, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. We are at the end of another show. You guys, thank you for hanging in there with me. Y'all waited. I'm telling you, this is the latest that I have done a show, okay? We went on at 12 o'clock. I was determined tonight. I was determined. The education being taught is BS anyway. Basically, yeah. The job don't pay money anyway. Basically, nope. Yeah, that's where he went too far. Exactly. Yep. So, thank you for hanging in there with me, you guys. And please be on the lookout for the premiere of the new show. Q from Red Label Reactions, Reviews and Reactions. Q from Red Label Review and Reactions. Go and check out his channel. But we will be debuting our new show. I am looking to debut this on Friday. Okay, it's going to be called Ain't That Some Ish? Okay, Ain't That Some Ish? Ain't That Some Ish? Yeah, so we're working on developing that, and I'm hoping that we will be airing that on Friday. But if not, it will be next Friday for sure. But it is called Ain't That Some Ish? Hosted by Sweet Pea and Kid. All right. We got a whole intro and everything for it. We got Adam and Eve as our sponsor. Adam and Eve. And we will actually be reviewing Zeus content. So I told y'all I was trying to figure out a way to get back into my Zeus reviews and my Zeus content. It is so ratchet, but it's going to be an adult show, adult theme, adult topics. With this Zeus, we're going to be covering all the Zeus shows. The first one is going to be the Bad Boys Club. So we will be reviewing that every week, every episode, every week. And Adam and Eve will be our sponsor. All right. So, we got so many exciting things coming up on the channel. And I just, I'm so excited. I'm glad that you guys are here with me, watching me grow, watching us grow. And we just have a lot in store. And I'm so excited with what, life has to offer for the SweetPeaDiaries. Now, I did post on the community tab. I had to take it down because it was a little bit too revealing. I didn't notice that it was some information up there that shouldn't have been up there, but I had to take it down. But I had decided not to participate with the Influence Me reality TV show thing that they had. It was like I was selected to be in the first round, and I was supposed to get votes and take votes and do all this. It was just too much work. I felt like I didn't want to do that and run my channel at the same time, because my channel is where it is with, developing new shows and just trying to get my sponsors on board and creating the commercials and my obligations and my contracts with that. I felt like it would be just too much to focus on trying to create content for that as well, because the type of show it is a virtual reality thing. So you would have been creating content for it so they can judge. And it was just too much. And there were other content creators that I saw also joining. And I just didn't want to be in competition with other people on YouTube. So I was like, it's just not the best thing for me to do. So I stepped out of it, I did not participate in the voting. And, they sent me texts and emails. Hey, I noticed that you didn't take, getting votes. And I just declined. I just don't want to be a part of it. So I would rather grow my channel, focusing on my content and growing my brand at this moment. Maybe in the future, something else like this will come up, but as of right now, it's too much for me to take on. So that's it, you guys. And this week we also have coming up, we're going to be doing this story on Shania Davis. I still am covering that. So I'm hoping to maybe do that maybe Thursday. And then I want to debut the Halle Berry documentary as well. So like I said, we got a lot going on. I ain't got time for a reality show. I got to understand that I can't take on every little thing that comes up, right? It seemed like a good thing at the time. When I got the invitation, I applied. I actually got chosen months later. I didn't think that I was going to get selected. And it seemed like a good thing at the time. But then I didn't have any sponsors at that time either. And then I started getting the sponsor deals all at the same time. And I have to create content for that. It has to be specific. The contracts, list that I have to do certain amount of videos and content. So I can't keep up with all that. All right. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right. So this has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys be sure to like this video, share this video. Most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Guys, we are on our road to 15K. All right. Help us get there. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. If you are catching this video and you are a new subscriber, you're catching it on the replay, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure that you hit your notification bells so that you know when we are going live. Make sure you are checking out our sponsors. They are always listed in the description box. Clicking on the link helps me. When you click and you order products, it helps me. I get an additional 25%, maybe 10%, and whatever I got going on, it helps me. So go ahead and click them links. Help a girl out. All right. Be sure to like this video, share the video, also subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.
Check that mic, make sure it sound